Hi, my name is William Kerrigan. Today is April 19th and we're in our new apple orchard. We're going to be talking about what's happening and what we still have yet to do. Last time we talked about apple planting. We talked about how you plant an apple and then we put the stakes. I also pruned some of the apples. We didn't really talk about that, but I pruned them a little bit. And then we also applied a chemical in red paint, and we applied it to certain parts of the apples. And that chemical, what it does is it basically made the buds break. So normally there wouldn't be any vegetation here. It would just be, they call it blind wood, and only the first top buds would open. But since we applied that chemical, it made the buds break. So these will turn into shoots, and then we'll have more shoots. And basically what that'll do is that'll allow us to pick apples a little bit earlier. Rather than letting the tree grow on its own, we applied this chemical and it made them make shoots. And that chemical is called Maxell, and Maxell is a plant growth regulator. There are different plant growth regulators that can do different things, and the same plant growth regulator applied in different rates or at different times or on different parts of the plant can do completely different things, which can be confusing. But for example, Maxell here, which is a plant growth regulator, was painted on with paint, painted onto the apple tree when the buds were dormant, and then this caused them to break buds. But that same plant growth regulator applied at a different rate, Maxell applied at a different rate, sprayed onto our old apple orchard, would cause fruit thinning. It would drop the smaller fruits. So it's the same chemical that's doing a different thing, applied at a different rate on a different part of the plant. But a lot of plant growth regulators will do the same thing. There are many plant growth regulators that can do different things depending on how they're applied or when. Here's a really good example of what the plant growth regulator does. Everywhere where there was painted, these buds are all breaking now. And then right here where there wasn't paint, they haven't broken. And then right here below it, these also haven't broken. So everywhere where the paint was, it caused the buds to break. And these will turn into shoots like this. And then that'll give us more options on how to prune the tree, and it'll give us more wood to fruit on. So we'll be able to fruit earlier. Some things we still have yet to do. We still have some weeds in the row middles, so we'll have to come by and clean up these weeds. That won't be very much. And then we're also gonna bush hog some of this grass. See, it's really tall over here, and we've bush hogged this, but we still have a lot of the orchard to go. So we're gonna bush hog that. And then the last thing we need to do is we need to tie up these apples, because like I said, the apples can't really support themselves, so they need help with the form of a stake. So we're gonna tie the apples to the stakes. We need to do that, and that'll take a good while. All right, another thing we're doing is we're putting in an irrigation system. We've got these large pipes that are gonna feed the whole orchard, and then those pipes are gonna go to smaller pipes, and then those smaller pipes are gonna go to the individual rows, and those will feed each tree. There'll be an emitter coming off of each of those smaller pipes, a little spray nozzle, and that'll basically irrigate the trees so that they'll stay moist and grow. So we're putting in an irrigation system. All right, another thing we had to do is we're gonna treat these apples to prevent diseases. There are some diseases that can kill the apples, like fire blight is the main one. And fire blight can attack this tender new growth, and it can attack the flowers, and it can basically cause the shoots, the tips, to look like they're burned. So we need to protect these from fire blight. Evercrisp is susceptible to fire blight, and Gold Rush, the other variety we've planted, is somewhat tolerant to fire blight. So it's a little safer, but we're still going to treat each of the trees to prevent them from fire blight, as well as other bacterial and fungal diseases. Fire blight is a bacteria, but there are plenty of other fungal diseases that are gonna try and kill these apples, so we need to protect them. The next video we do about the apples, hopefully the trees will be tied up, and we'll have taken care of the weeds, and we'll have bush hogged the rows. And then the next thing that we'll be doing, we'll maybe be doing some summer pruning and summer training to try and bend these tender new branches to the right angles we want. So we could be doing that in the next video, and possibly talking about irrigation too.
Say something.
Something.
All right, test for mic sound.
Test for mic sound. Yeah?
Yeah, whenever you're ready.
Hi, my name's William Kerrigan. Today is, what is the month?
Yep.
August. No, April.